welcome to Amira's Bakery. I have been sitting here making the cutest little embellishments. I don't know if you can see. So these are like 3D donuts, and these are so much fun to make, so easy to make. These can be embellishments for your cards or for anything that you want to do, and really they're just a lot of fun because you get to play with a lot of color and a lot of glitter and a lot of sprinkles, and they're very therapeutic. So I thought maybe we could do some today. What you will need, so if you have a few nesting dies, you're going to need one that is a plain circle, and you're going to need one that is a scallop. Now my nested circle dies are too big to produce something this small, so using the smallest and the second smallest, this is the size that I could create versus that one, if you can see. This is still good. This is, you know, you can use it for other things, but I was talking more in terms of like small enough to put on a card. So, I mean, that one is like more the size that I was after. This one just seemed too big because it was as big as the cup. So, whereas this one was like a little donut next to the cup. What I did find was I looked through some of my other sets. Like, for example, I have this Sizzix set which has 11 dies in it, and I discovered that I had two tiny, like two really small ones. So the size of this scallop, sorry if I could just get this out. So the size of my smallest scallop was 1 1/4, and the size of my smallest die was 1 inch, and I actually have a 1 inch hole. I should really try to get a 1 inch scallop because it's a good size to have. So what I did was I punched out a whole lot of scallops and a whole lot of circles out of kraft cardstock, and just move this out of the way, and I'll show you really quickly how I did this. So if I go back up a bit, okay, I'll move these guys to the side. What you will need is you'll need your circles and you'll need your scallops. You'll also need some foam tape. I've got some foam here. So basically the bottom layer is a circle, and then what you're going to do is you're going to put some of the foam all around. So 4. But you're not going to put it in the center, because the center is where you're going to punch out the hole. Right, so that's not really very even, but you get what I mean. So you've basically got that, and then you're just going to put that fairly centered in the middle there. Ready? So you've got this kind of lifted, sort of a 3D effect. Then I want you to grab, so this is my crocodile, this is the largest one. Pretty much in the middle, I'm just going to do the donut hole. And I think that this is quite a small donut. Like, I like it to be quite a bit bigger. So what I did do is I just kind of bit off a little bit more on either side, all 4 sides, until I was happy with a bigger hole, and that's really good for me. The next stage, so the bottom circle acts as the donut, so the brown, I guess, the donut, and then the top is basically your glazing, and this is where you have a lot of your fun. So if you, for example, if you look at that one, what I did there was I put like an orange one, and what I've been using is I've got this set of like puffy paints that are like quite iridescent, so I've been using those. I've also been using just some glitter to sprinkle on top. I've also tried it out with these brand new Nuvo jewel drops, and these are gorgeous. So let's do a couple here so that you can see what I mean. So for example, let's try a strawberry donut. So let's come in a little bit. Okay, so let's So basically, this is where it gets really therapeutic. This is where it gets really therapeutic, and I just had a whole lot of fun doing this. So there's your donut. So what you need to do is you need to let that dry completely. Don't even try, I'd let it dry naturally. Don't try drying it with your heat gun, because it'll go all yucky, and you know, you're going to cook it and it's not going to have that pretty dome and glossy smooth effect. It's going to be all pitted. So I would let that dry. Here, this is 3D fabric paint. This was one of the good ones. That way. So now let's come down in the middle here. So sometimes also better to hold it with something, and then, oh dear. Okay, so like a smooth application, and it doesn't really have to be too smooth. Just keep it coming, and then I stop just about there. What you could do while it's still wet, you could do this. So just adding some sprinkles, and then that'll dry, and then that's just how I did one of them. And it's as simple as that. So I'm using my little palette knife here. So yeah, so I put that off to dry on the side there. I'll use, instead of the 3D fabric paint, I'll use the Nuvo crystal drops. I love these. So come back in here, oh, other way, so scalp side. And this is seriously so much fun. Alrighty, so here's another one. And you could do the same thing. You could choose to put your drops in now, your like sprinkles. Oh, gorgeous. I love it. Like that, and oopsies, move that over. Let's have a look. I bought this other one. This is so that purple one was called Crushed Grape. This one is called Carnation Pink. All the way around. Yum. So this is like a strawberry glaze. Bit on the outside here. Oh, yum. Oh, I want donuts now. Okay, so using the Nuvo 3D, they are, and also I found the fabric paint also is really nice and raised. Now using this puffy paint, I found that they weren't quite as raised. So for example, let's use this one. So holding it down here, I've used quite a lot of this. Whoa, we are oozing from all areas. I think it's got, yeah, that's better. All right. It had a block point in the middle, so it was oozing from two sides. Alrighty. So, oh no, Kitty's here. No! No, 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 no! No! Baby, no! I could just imagine a paw. Where's Kitty? Here's Kitty. Hi! But you can't come, baby. You can't come. I know, I know, I know. I'm sorry. The other thing that I tried to do And I think it's better if you wait for it to dry. But the other thing you can try to do is just add that glaze on top. And this is so beautiful. So some of them can have this beautiful glaze to it, and some of them can be can have the sprinkles. I'll just show you one of the other ones that I did. So I actually wanted to make this just a little bit smaller, so I actually fussy cut around it, but I don't think that that turned out really well. I think it's better to use the scalloped one, which is 1 1/4. So that looks a little bit better than that one. But what you could do at this stage is, if you think that's still looking a little bit flat, what I also did was I came up with the clear Nuvo, and I just did this little, like that, on top of it. And if you have a look here, this is what I did with that one. So I had that orange color at the bottom, and I thought it looked, you know, nothing special. So then I did this clear Nuvo, and I guess instead of Nuvo you could use the glossy accents, because I use the glossy accents and it sort of worked. Nuvo gives you that bigger lift, but definitely glossy accents. And what's the other one? The other one is the Mod Podge Dimensional. They can also add that extra like gloss on the outside, and then what you can do is just come in, and I put it already on that first layer, but I want to just do another sprinkle here. And I think that just gives it that little extra lift that makes the donut look so super yummy. Green, so what can this be? This can be like a lime donut. Oh, that's gorgeous. So just have to maintain pressure as you swirl. Oh, that's so awesome! That looks really good. Okay, let's do another one. Let's do a blue one. Typical. This is like what happens at my house. You need to move out of my way. I was looking for something to hold the donut. Okay, that looks good. So I have these iridescent glitter shapes by Recollections, and they have a whole lot of different shapes to them. There we go. So just a little bit, you can't really tell. Put a little bit of this one. So heart sprinkles on. Oopsies. Blue stars maybe. So they're really, oh dear. Going really good today. Just keeping it real. It's not always an amazing, doesn't always turn out as amazing as you think. Okay, so it's been a couple of hours now, and this topping has somewhat dried. And so basically, so what I wanted to do, I've just got a card here that I wanted to put donuts on. And I was just going to simply put them in kind of like that, sort of that formation, or maybe that formation. And yeah, so that's going to be my card. I did use some of the High Tea collection by Kraft here. This is the stamp set that came with the High Tea collection, which is this one here. Show you the back of it. And so basically what I'll do is in my next tutorial, I'm going to show you how I went ahead and did the paper piecing of these teacups here. So I've got another one here to show you and another one here to show you. So that's going to be in my next tutorial. So hope you come back for that one.